Hi everyone, I'm Aarti. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about lichens. Lichens is a dual organisms. It actually a two partners living as one, fungus and algae. Algae is a photosynthetic partner, resulting in a stable thallus of specific structure. Lichens appears to be a single organism, but it's actually a symbiotic association between two different organisms. A fungus, mycobiont. Myco means fungus, biont means living. And the photosynthetic partners, algae, called as phycobiont. Phyco means algae, biont means living. Phycobiont is usually a green algae or cyanobacterium. Together, they form a stable partnership that allows them to live in extreme environment conditions. Over 13,500 species now the worldwide. Next, general characteristics. Lichens have composed alloid structure. The body looks like one organism, but it actually made of two, algae and fungi. The algae make food carbohydrates through photosynthesis. The fungus retains water and provide a shelter. They produce mostly asexually. The fungal partners produces sexually. Can survive high temperature, cold or dryness for long period. They produce a special component called lichen acids used for special production and human uses. Structure of ligands. Structure of ligands classified into two, external and internal. External based on morphology and internal structure based on anatomy. First we see external morphology. Lichens are grouped into three types: crustose lichens, foliose lichens, and fruticose lichens. First, we see crustose lichens. These are lichens whose thallus is very closely adhered to the substratum and giving crust-like appearance. It is a small, thin, flattened, and leathery, attached to the surface such as stone, soil, rocks, and bark. It's a very difficult to substrate. They almost become one with the surface, difficult to remove. Fruiting body appearance on the upper surface. Example: Lecanora graphis and Lesidia. The second one, foliose lichens. The foliose lichens appeared flat, leaf-like structure. It has lobed thallus. The thallus is broad, well-branched and irregular margins. It is attached to the substratum, such as rocks and bark, with the help of rhizoid-like structures called rhizinae. The rhizinae helps to absorb the nutrients. The upper surface look like a grayish color and the lower surfaces look like white and black and powdery. Example: Farneliae and Xanthoria. The last one, fruticose lichens. Fruticose lichens are shrubby with a well-developed and branched thallus. The thallus attached to the substratum such as rocks, branches, a defined basal portion forming a disc. There is no difference between upper and lower surface in the thallus. These lichens are loosely attached and can be removed easily by hand. Example: Cladonia. We completed the external structure. Now we move on to the internal structure. The internal structure of lichens is very complex. The thallus is composed of algae and fungal component, such as type of thallus is known as consortium. In an advanced follicle lichens, the following four distinct regions can be recognized in vertical section: upper cortex, algae layer, medulla, and lower cortex. Internal structure of lichens. The top layer composed of fungal component, the bottom layer composed of algal component. Upper cortex. The top layer of lichens, bunch of microbiota. It is a dense layer. It is otherwise called as outer cortex. Microbiota have a big long strand and we find a microbiome layer in an algal layer. The photosynthesis occurs in algal layer. The upper layer should be obviously close to the sunlight so it can do photosynthesis. That sunlight is going to penetrate the outer cortex. Lichens can use to survive and reproduction. Medulla, empty space occupied by microbiome. Lower cortex. This is also called as inner crust. Lower cortex away from the sunlight. It have same kind of small strong protrusions called rhizinae. The first one, upper cortex. The outermost thick and productive zone. It's composed of fungal hyphae. There is no intracellular space between hyphae. The gelatinous substance present in upper cortex. The spores helps in gaseous exchange. This layers act as a productive layer. The second layer, algal layer. Algal layer, otherwise called gonidia layer. It is present below the upper cortex. The algal layer composed of loosely interwoven hyphae. It receives amount of solar radiation for photosynthesis. Some common blue-green algae found in lichens, species of Protococcus. The next middle layer, medulla. It is a central part of thallus, composed of loosely interwoven fungal hyphae with large space between them. The fungal aging distinct in upper and lower cortex. The final layer, lower cortex. The lower cortex is made up of tightly packed fungal hyphae. The hyphae may be arranged parallel or perpendicular to the surface. The hyphae become special structure called rhizines. The rhizine is grown downward. It helps thallus to attach the surface to grow. The lower cortex lies just below the medulla. It may be absent in some lichens. Thank you.